Hi, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to merge and split cells in a table in Word. So let's go up to Insert, Table, click on the drop down, and I'm just going to select a table that's 4 columns long and 8 rows deep. And there we have our simple table. I'm just going to zoom in. Now in this table we've obviously got rows all the way down, and we've got columns, 4 columns here, and then we've got cells, which is the individual cells within our table. Now merging is to connect cells together. So for example, if I wanted to merge all of these cells at the top here so I can put a title in the middle, then I select all 4 of those cells, go up to Layout, and go to this icon that says Merge Cells and click. And as you can see, Word has merged all of those cells together to make one cell. So if I put my title in and just center that, go to Layout and along to center here, and you can see now Word has used that entire cell for my title. Now I can also merge many different cells. Let's say I wanted to merge all of these cells together. Select them, Layout, Merge. And again, let's say I wanted to merge these at the bottom, so I can select them and then I can merge them together. Now it can also be useful to merge cells because you can merge them together and then split them up. So for example, I've got this cell at the bottom here, but let's say I wanted 4 different columns in this cell and split it into 4. Select it, go to Split Cells. I want to maintain 1 row, but I want 4 columns. So make sure it's on 4 and click OK. And now you can see that I've split that cell into 4. Now the great thing about tables is that I can now use my cursor, hover over the lines, and I can now move this line anywhere I want in that cell. Now if I try and move this central one, you can see it moves the entire line. If you want to go back, press Command or Control Z. If I just want to move this one in the middle, I have to highlight the cell left and right of it, and then I can move that individual line. If you've distributed all of your lines unequally and you want to make them equal again, just simply highlight them all, go to Layout, and go to Distribute Columns and click, and they'll be equally distributed again. Now let's say for example I wanted this cell here to be a double height but split in half. I can select the 2 cells, I can merge them, and then I can split the cells into 2 columns and 1 row and click OK. And once again we can move this line if we choose to do so. I can further split this cell here. Let's split it into further 4. So select number of columns 4, click OK, and you can see how we've split that cell into 4. If you decide that actually you want those 4 cells to come to the left a little, if you select this line here, pull it to the left, then highlight all 4 cells, go to Layout, Distribute Columns, and then you have them equally spaced again but further over to the left. If we go back down here and move this line over to the right, and you decide you want to further split this column, you can select them, go to Split, keep rows at 6, we've highlighted 6 rows, and then number of columns, let's go actually up to 4 columns, and click OK. And then you decide that actually you want this line to line up with this line. Now sometimes, as you can see, it won't do that because it keeps jumping left and right of it. So the easiest thing is to merge this cell again. So select it, go to Merge Cells, then go to Split Cells, then go to 4 again, click OK. Now you can see this line is lined up with this one, but then you can select these 3 and merge them. And there you can see that line is perfectly lined up with the ones above. And then finally, we can also merge all of these cells in the middle, columns and rows, select them all, click merge, and then you can see how that will merge those rows as well. Okay, and a final bonus tip for you. When you're using tables and you're splitting and merging all the time, it can get a little irritating if you're constantly selecting your cells, going to layout, going to merge cells, when you can actually create a shortcut key. It's really simple. So mine's Command R, and you can see I've quickly merged those. So let's just go back. So all you need to do is go to Tools and down to Customize Keyboard. And in here you'll have a range of different options that says Categories. Now, as you can see, if you go down to Table and then in the search bar, just type in Merge, and you can see Table Merge Cells, select it, and you can see I've actually entered Command R. So if I just remove that, click Remove, you can see there's nothing in there currently. To select your new shortcut, under Press New Keyboard Shortcut, select it, press your shortcut key that you want, so Command R for me. Now it will tell you underneath it's currently assigned to right para, and that's right paragraph. Now I don't really use that very often, so I'm very happy to reassign my Command R to merge my cells. So all I need to do then is click Assign. Now if you do use that command, just select something different. There's a range of different shortcut keys that you can use, and just click Assign. And in the same way, if we go up to Split, you can see Table Split Cells, and currently there's no shortcut key for that. So I'm going to assign Command E, and that's Center Para, normally used for. Again, I don't use that terribly often, so I'm happy to reassign that to Split Cells. Click Assign, and you can see now it's gone up to Current Keys, and then click OK. So let's just merge these two. Command R, and you can see they've merged. And then if I select this cell here, Command E, and it asks me to split my cell, my number of columns, number of rows, click OK, and then I've split that in half. So those shortcut keys are really useful for really saving you a lot of time when you're customizing your tables. So something else that we might want to consider when merging and splitting cells is that you may want to keep the cell characteristics, but you might want to make it look like the cell has been merged. So let's say, for example, we put some text in. Okay, so now we've got some text in here. So we want to keep the dimensions of these cells, but we don't want the lines in between. So instead of merging everything, so if I try and merge everything, I use my shortcut key, Command R, you can see what happens. So we don't want to merge it, we want to keep the characteristics of those cells. So all we need to do is get rid of the border lines. So select all of the cells, go to Table Design, and over here we deal with all of the borders around our tables. The colour, the thickness, and of course where they lie. And here you can see currently we've got top border checked, left and right borders. And these are the more generic borders. So no borders means there won't be any borders at all around those selected cells. All borders means as it currently is. Outside borders is just the border around the outside of the selection. And then we've got inside borders, and those are the ones we want to hide. So if we uncheck inside borders, you can see that we've now got rid of all those border lines in between, but we've kept the cell characteristics. Now sometimes it can be a bit challenging working like this because you can't see, we just highlight them all, you can't actually see all these lines. If you want to be able to see the lines, but then for not actually to exist, just select those cells again, go to Borders, and then go down to View Grid Lines. And these are just the guidelines. You can see now they are, let me just zoom in. They're grey dotted lines that you can see. Now they're just guides. So if you were to save this as a PDF or you were to print this out, these guidelines wouldn't show up. They would be invisible. But it just gives you an idea of where those cells are so that you can work with them. So if you did want to just merge these two cells, you could, because you can identify where they are. If you want to switch them back off, go to Borders, and just uncheck View Grid Lines. In the same way here, you can get rid of this middle line here, select these two, go to Borders, and we're just going to get rid of Inside Horizontal Border. Just uncheck that one, and again, that internal line will disappear. And that's how you can keep those characteristics, but not show the lines. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please subscribe and have a great day.